15, 16, and 17, I was the assistant coach. And then once I got to college, I was...
I'm sorry, I ran into this.
I was going to try to tell you.
I know, we were like...
You're not looking.
Yeah.
I can't look. You guys walk so fast.
At least you didn't fall.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Kara Dixon with Candid with Kara. Now today I am with Dr. Mark Downey, who is related to a Robert Downey Jr., but not the Iron Man, correct?
Correct. He's an engineer, but doesn't make weapons. So.
Yeah, or is not a superhero.
Yeah, not Iron Man.
Why did we come here today?
So came here because pretty much from age 5 on, I lived here. I would come to swim practice in the morning, actually in that pool over there, and be in the water for an hour and a half. We'd usually stay afterwards, play with our friends, stay down here, play cards, eat lunch, have afternoon practice, maybe go home for dinner, and then come back here and spend the evening kind of hanging out with friends. So this was kind of my life from like age 5 to age 18. I'm running for House of Delegates in the 96th District, which is just outside of Williamsburg in James City County in York County. I'm a lifelong resident of this area, grew up right here in this neighborhood starting from age 2 on. Went to all the local schools. I'm now a pediatrician in town, father of 4, and I'm running because I want to see this community stay as special as it was when I was growing up. And to do that, we need to make sure that we have everyone have good quality health care, especially mental health care. That's my prime reason for getting into this race, but I'm also very concerned about funding our schools and expanding early childhood education across the state. And finally, as a physician, we first do no harm. I want to make sure that we're much safer with our guns in this state. 6 and under boys freestyle record from 1973. Had the oldest record on the board.
You're a child prodigy.
Yeah, survived 46 years now.
What is the biggest issue facing the Commonwealth?
I truly believe it's still healthcare, especially mental health care. I was actually at an event this morning down at CHKD where they were breaking ground on the new inpatient pediatric psychiatric hospital down on the peninsula, down in Norfolk. So that I want to see be successful and expand services out throughout the Commonwealth.
If you're elected, what do you hope to accomplish? What do you want to get done?
Well, I'd like to do a whole bunch of things, but my top 3 priorities, again, healthcare, mental health care, really investing in our public education, starting with early childhood education, but also putting more funding towards vocational education or workforce education, and then finally passing common sense gun safety legislation.
What can residents do personally to make Virginia better?
Well, I think it's just everyone getting involved. I think as a society we've kind of taken a step back and just assumed that things are going to be done for us, and we need to really start taking ownership of what happens not just at the state level but in our community, in our neighborhoods, in our own household, and at the schools. So the more we get involved civically, the more politicians will listen to it. We'll be more educated when we're asking them to do stuff for us and making sure they follow through on what we ask.
Favorite home cooked meal and who cooks it?
Well, my favorite home cooked meal growing up here, and I used to catch crabs right from this creek right here, is crab cakes. So crab cakes with hush puppies and southern style green beans. So I usually catch the crabs and cook them with Old Bay seasoning, and then my wife helps make the crab cakes and all the other sides.
What did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
So this is a funny story. So when I graduated from medical school, my mom gave me a gift, and it was basically a long kind of plaque, or it was like a collage, and in it was a handwritten note that I wrote when I was in kindergarten, and said I wanted to be a doctor, but even more specifically at age 5, I said I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I didn't know that I had done that. She'd kept it all these years, so when I graduated from med school and was heading off to residency, that was her gift to me, and it kind of really solidified that that's what I wanted to do, and I kind of stuck with it all throughout the years.
If you could meet anyone in history, who would it be and why?
So I thought a lot about this. There are a lot of people I'd like to meet, but I think as a physician, I really would like to meet Jonas Salk. He developed the polio vaccine, and how amazing would that be to meet the person who's basically eliminated polio from this planet, and taking care of thousands of kids and families in this neighborhood for the last 20 years. I think my quick math was about 70,000 interactions with families over the last 20 years. And feel like I've really, gotten to know the community well and taken care of a lot of them, and feel like, I want to do more and make sure that they're well represented at the state level.